Welcome back to the third session of JA It's My Business. I know my customer. This activity is going to allow the students to really think about the importance of marketing and advertising. And in your introduction, again, you can remind the students about what they had been talking about in the previous couple lessons and to really ask them to think about the fact that entrepreneurs ask themselves a lot of questions and they do a lot of self-reflection. Because what they know is that it's one thing to have a good product or service, but if somebody's not willing to buy it, then it's really pointless. And so what we're going to talk about today is the importance of advertising and marketing. So the first thing to do is just to encourage the students to talk about what some of their favorite advertising is. So have them brainstorm school appropriate commercials and other billboards and advertisements that they really enjoy. One great thing might be to ask them which commercials really annoy them or the ones that they don't like, and then talk a little bit about why they think that the company decided to use that type of commercial, even if it was maybe a little annoying, etc. Especially if you are around the time of the Super Bowl, oftentimes many people focus more on the commercials than on the actual football game. And so that might be another connection about how important having good commercials really can be. What the students are going to do in this activity today is that they are going to get some really odd products that they are going to have to create a commercial for. It's called That Can't Be Real. And some of these products have actually come to fruition and some of them haven't. And so at the end, you're going to get to share with them about those products, whether or not they have actually come to be. The students are going to split into 4 groups. Now, if you have a large class, what you can do is you can first split the students into 4 groups and give each group a card. On each card, you will notice there are 3 different products listed. So from there, you could have each group, all 4 groups, split into 2, and they could each choose one of the different products on this card. So then you have 8 groups instead of 4. You can work with your classroom teacher to decide what would work best in that situation. So what they're going to do is they are going to read the scenario about the product and they are going to create a commercial or advertisement for it. You will notice the book says that if you want to, you can bring large paper in and or markers and have the students actually brainstorm some print advertisements as well. If you would like, and for the sake of time, just having them do commercials can often be very interactive and fun for the students. You will notice in the bullet points that it mentions that there are 3 key things that they all need to include in their commercial. One is to tell why the seller cares about the product. Secondly, why the market needs and should buy the product. And thirdly, how the seller became the expert on the product. I would encourage you to write those 3 bullet points on the board so that they can reference it while they plan for their commercial. You will notice that there is a commercial example in the middle of your page, and we really encourage you as the classroom volunteer, or if you would like to solidify your classroom teacher to help you, we would encourage one of you guys to do this commercial as an example. Make sure you get animated, make sure you have fun with it, because the more fun you have, the more enthusiastic you are, the more enthusiastic the students will be as well. It will help set the tone for the entire project for the students. Once again, you'll notice there are some great prompting questions on the side margins, and you can allow the students anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes to complete their commercials. If you are in a class that does not have as much time, you might only be able to give them 7 or 10 minutes, and that's okay too. Just let the students know the expectation so that they can monitor their time. Then you want to have the students come on up to the front of the room and present. So make sure that you focus on the time to have enough time to allot for each group to present. And you will notice on page 28 that there are answers to the That Can't Be Real products. So this is going to walk you through whether or not that product has actually come to fruition, which is a lot of fun for the students to kind of know. At the very end, once again, if you have the opportunity and would like to, you can do the learning challenge by giving them a 3-minute brainstorm to list the ways the commercials that they heard today relate to these 4 characteristics of entrepreneurship. And if you would like, you can also have them consider that think tank opportunity utilizing the journals. Make sure that you take the last few minutes to do a summary and review to tie in those key main points and to wrap up the activity. Enjoy the session.